background. So don't compel him to say anything. All I can tell you is this. We announce the deadline. And from the deadline, you will know the candidates and where they stand. But I can assure you that we normally don't may be elected for one further term. Digest. There are so many questions that are asked. They say, oh, this man is 95 years old, too old to see. Okay. A person who is dissatisfied with the results of an election may appeal to the tribunal within 30 days of the election. So these are the rules that will govern the elections that we're going to hold. I think most of the questions are answered there. Yet, I must proceed. Provide the candidates with eligibility criteria and elections checklist. It is attached. Who is a candidate? You will require to submit a valid Kenyan ID or passport, and you must be at least 18 years old based on performance. If we are not performing, our fans, you know them. They can even raid you. They raid the office. One day I saw some people demonstrating on this street. They were unable to come in, but they were coming to look at me. Mugabe must go. Right? So when we are not performing, you know our fans. They're very ardent. Some of them are not club members. Because a club member requires to pay to be registered. But fans is a different group of people. Somebody can be both a fan and a member. But somebody can be a member, can be a fan without being a member. That distinction is important to draw. So that is the position. When it goes down, and we are normally very sensitive. We are normally very, very sensitive when we don't see performance. You see us making very quick. We give about 2 months or 3 months, then we make quick change to be able. And that is really in response of the we value our fans. Even those who are not members, we value them because they give us. It's called motisha. Motisha, yes. So that's number one. The second one was about.
Will we see?
Yes. Now we have been having issues. We got a land at Kasarani, which we have paid for, but we've been having issues with the titling. We may actually just abandon it. And at the moment, what we are thinking about is just look for land that can be registered in the name of the club, and we pay for it, because this other one is taking us a bit of time. Hence the accusation that Mugabe has been repeatedly singing that he's going to do the study, but he cannot. We've tried our best to get land office, but it's not easy to perfect a title on that. So we think that in this coming 4 years, the stadium may not be complete. And talking about stadia or sports facilities, you have seen us playing in Uganda. You have seen us playing in Malawi, the government of the Republic of Kenya. City Stadium has been closed for how many years? So it's a challenge, a national problem in our country here. But when for us to go and play outside Kenya, you can even see we're struggling with the Talanta. I think we are renovating City Stadium. So we hope that those facilities will be available to us, but we, as a club, have our own responsibility to find land independently and do a stadium, whether exclusively or through the instrumentality of a joint venture. Thank you. Next question, please. A duly filled nomination paper. Looking like this, which is also down here to be completed by electoral board. So you give your details, then the electoral board also gives it. We have it here as part of our specimen. Then be a duly registered member of the club. If you are not a member of the club, please don't appear. We are going to issue cards. We are going to issue cards for those who are duly registered. You will show that card at the entrance to be able to participate, so that we avoid hooliganism and hangers on around there. Transparency, we will have that, and be registered. And we are saying, come and pay 1,200 at Bank of Africa or 350, 100 before 31st of March. Welcome. Now, then you need to show that you have either been a NEC member or a committee member, a referee, assistant referee, a coach, a trainer, a technical member, an administrator of football. It is all open. For become a member, then we also expect you to really show that you are concerned with the club, not just picked up from somewhere for purposes of the election. Then there is going to be a declaration of support from at least 20 registered members. You will be supported by 20 members who will not be supporting a person for the same position. In other words, if you come to support Mugabe, then don't go and support another person who is running against Mugabe. Right? Good. So that is good. We will have it. We'll have a form for those people. Then the others I have read, and a repetition of those clearances. The only two additions is that there will be 2 passport-size colored photographs of the candidate, and then proof of payment of the prescribed fees to the electoral board. There will be a prescribed fee that will be paid to the electoral board. They will announce it. We do not determine it. The electoral board will determine the fees for, if you are standing for chairman, how much do you pay? Vice chairman, how much? It's something like about 1 million, 2 million, or something like that. We will not decide on it. It will be decided by the electoral board. You have to pay that fee. It is not discriminatory. It will be a requirement. The time will be specified, but your papers will not be accepted before you pay that fee. I'm sure you saw even in the federation election. You don't just appear and say I'm a candidate. So. They were paying a fee. So that is the elections checklist. I'm about to finish. Yes. Then announce the election board. I'll give it to you before we go for tea. In the actual ruling, which specifies clearly that those who have been in office for the first time are eligible to sue the next one. So, if you want to go to court, overruling. Swali. Mimi mwenyewe kama mwenyekiti, ijapokuwa tumekuwa na changamoto changamoto nyingi wakati wa uongozi, naweza kusema nimeridhika na yale ambayo sisi wenyewe tumeyatenda kama viongozi. Jinsi nilivyosema hapo awali ni kwamba jukumu letu kubwa ni kucheza mpira na kunyakua taji. Na nimesema ya kwamba tumenyakua taji 21, wale ambao wanatufuata wamenyakua karibu tuseme 13. Kitu kinadhihirisha kwamba tumefaulu na tunaendelea kufaulu. Kwa hivyo mimi nikichaguliwa tena itakuwa na ahadi kwanza ya kutimiza jukumu kubwa ya klabu yetu ya Gor Mahia. Tunaambiwa sisi ndio kama viongozi, kuna wengine wengi shemeji yetu, mashemeji siku hizi hata wanashabiki kutushinda kidogo. Kwa hivyo sijui kama tutatumia rula tunatumia kipimo gani kusema kama hawa ni viongozi au kama ni mashabiki, size ya mashabiki au la. Kwa hivyo jambo muhimu kwanza ni kutimiza jukumu yetu kama klabu ambayo ilibuniwa ishughulikie shughuli ya mpira. La pili, kuna mengine yani mipango mingine ambayo lazima tuwe naye ya kama ya kando, naweza kusema ni ya kando. Ikiwa tunataka kusafiri lazima tuwe na gari, tuwe na basi, na tuko na basi tayari tumeshanunua. Hatuna changamoto ya kusafiri au kutoka hapa kwenda Kisumu. Lakini tuna changamoto kutoka hapa tukinyakua taji au hii ya Mozartbet au hii ya ligi, itatubidi tuende kucheza nje. Hapo ndio sisi huwa tunashuhudia changamoto ya kifedha. Ikiwa pengine mmeka hazina yangu anasema tunachanga kifedha, hatuna budget. Ijapokuwa mdhamini wetu wakati huu ametuhakikishia kwamba watatuchangia kiasi fulani ya hela kutuwezesha tusafiri kwenda kushiriki kwenye mechi ya nje. Jambo hilo la pili, tulikuwa tumebuni cooperative society, na hapo siwezi kujilaumu mimi mwenyewe au kama sisi viongozi. Tuliwapa mashabiki wetu fursa ya kujiboresha kiuchumi, lakini inaonekana kama nianguka. Pengine mimi nitajaribu tena kuifanya ifafanuliwe. Nafikiri nimejaribu kidogo hapo, ndio hujatesheka, unaweza